stadiums in football. Welcome, everyone, to U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a battle here in the NFC North. It's the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. Will Reichert has it all teed up. And off we go from Minneapolis. Returning it from the 4. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. Leading them out, got his first MVP votes after a career-best season last year. Now reached a decade in this league. It's Jared Goff.
The legend of this guy just grows year by year in the Motor City. The best individual season of his career, leading these Lions to a franchise record 15 wins. Now they just got to get to the ultimate goal, the Super Bowl.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. Romped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Goff tosses that quickly out wide. And he picks up a good chunk of yards here. Looks to be about 7. He's up to the 37.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get it up to the 44. They get 6 and a first down as well.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Goff on 1st and 10. Catch made left side by Laporta. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Goff off the play action. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And they make the tackle at the 38. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's good for the Lions. First down. A gain of 14. First down, Detroit.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Offense executing early. New set of downs at the 38-yard line. Off play action. Goff. Downfield. This finds St. Brown. The stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. They go play action with Goff. That first down throw is going to wind up incomplete. Defender in the area making a nice play on the football. Now it's 2nd down. Oh, and how well he's slinging at this opening drive, Brock. Not sure we expected to see an incompletion, but his perfect start ends at 5 for 5.
Yeah, kind of the feeling out process, right? I think you find this with defensive coordinators a whole bunch, trying to figure out what that script is on the other side. I have a sense there'll be some completions and incompletions along the way.
This is Gibbs on second down. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of it. Gain of 8, third down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Look at this. Tight end getting the carry here. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a first and goal. Love the way they decided to keep the drive moving, Brock, pounding it forward, send an early tone on this opening drive.
It sure does, both physically and then mentally as well, because you know and I know successful run often leads to great play-action pass.
They'll run here. It's Montgomery. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions finish up an excellent opening series. David Montgomery with the touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Vikings nothing.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Ty Felton here to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And leading them in his pseudo-rookie season after that injury cost him last year. The 10th overall pick in our 2024 draft, J.J. McCarthy.
All J.J. has ever done in his career, no matter where he's been, is win. And there is something to that. I know at times it's hard to measure how much of it was him, how much of it the people around him. Most importantly, just ask his teammates over the years. They love playing with him. That is a characteristic that's important. And I don't think talked about enough, Kate. Do you guys in the huddle want to play for him? Do they believe in you? Everywhere J.J. has been, he's lit up that huddle, and success has followed. This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes, you can get to win-win.
Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. On him quick, and they bring him down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Well, we're already seeing his legs going to be a factor in this contest. But I'll tell you what, Kate, if pressure is going to be on him like that, he's going to have to put his running back cape on and really use his ability to escape and keep things moving forward.
Gotta figure out this third down here. Here he goes, third and long. McCarthy hit, he lost the football. And the Lions have recovered it.
Third down, you could see he may have been trying to simply do too much to help his side. It loosened his hold on the ball and gave that defense a chance to knock it free. Instead of facing fourth down, they're off the field completely.
Detroit getting its offense set for their second drive. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you could go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Lions have a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down.
All set now, 1st and 10. Some room to work. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Bates now for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Lions drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Vikings nothing.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Felton now to return this. He's brought down to what looks like the 24-yard line. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at this Vikings offense. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. First carry here for Aaron Jones. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
At the 34-yard line.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. Motion man right is Jefferson. Second down carry for Jones. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Following the run, we see he's still out there dealing with some sort of injury. They'll head out to check on him. Third and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. Completed to his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A 7-yard gain. And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
1st and 10. It's McCarthy. Taken in by Addison, left side. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. As a man, Justin Jefferson. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Give him 13 on that play. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. Out of the gun, a gift to Jones. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And down he goes. The Lions rush gets home. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this 3rd down a near impossibility.
Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah.
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
And they were giving him no chance to return this one. It soars over the sideline deep in enemy territory. Looks like right around the 8. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, well, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate. And unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he's going to get this one to about the 22 before they take him down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's good for the Lions. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
That's 1 quarter down in our Christmas Eve contest. Our score, 14-0. More from U.S. Bank Stadium after the break. Back and beginning the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Again, it's Gibbs. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Completed over the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. A pickup of 17. And that is good for a Detroit 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
First down throw from Goff. Taken in by Williams outright. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They gain 11 on that play, and the Lions have a first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
A pitch out to Montgomery. Not a whole lot to speak of here, partner. 2-yard gain at most at second down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
They send the tight end in motion. Goff on third. That one complete to St. Brown. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Here's Goff. That's caught at the 4. And he's in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions take a 20-zip lead. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions stretch their lead to 21.
Vikings nothing.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Felton now to return this. Jukes away from one. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. And things are really getting away from him, so an important moment here to try and get a sustained possession going. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. So the offense trying to flex a little creativity on that first down, and the defense, well, they flex right back. No gain. 2nd down coming up.
When you get that jet sweep to the outside, you have to. You have to get vertical. There is just too much team speed in today's NFL if you don't go north and south.
Here's Jones off the pistol give. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
And they send a man in motion. First down, and they go right back to it. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. They get 22 out of that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
Vikings, first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Going to the ground again on first. They're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
To the line and set. Here we go. First down. A give to Mason. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. McCarthy hit. He lost the football. Going the other way. Lions have it. The 40. Into the red zone. And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The Lions were running away so far. We've got a 27-zip game. A great return out of him, makes a great play into one of our game's biggest highlights with that touchdown.
Yeah, some serious running back skills right there for a linebacker who doesn't get too many chances to show out like that. The only time we normally see him at top speed, Kate, is when he's running down a ball carrier. But to put that ball in his hands wasn't going to be denied.
Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions grow their lead yet again.
Vikings, nothing.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. On the return, here's Miles Price. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Vikings and Aaron Jones headed back out there on offense. And this drive, they need to come up with some type of answer because, well, Brock, we can almost hear those engines starting to gear up. They might have a boat race coming.
Yeah, I think everybody in the building can feel it. This has been so momentous one way, and as a competitor, you have got to stop that slide.
Vikings to the line now. Here's first and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Second and 6 at the 26-yard line.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. And the Lions are there to bring him down. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it third down.
This defense has been doing it all, not just with the takeaways, but the pressure and what that does and how hard it is to play the quarterback position when you're taking a beating like this.
Extra man in the secondary for the Lions on this third down. They'll throw, 3rd and long. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Ryan Wright on to punt. And they could really use a good one here. And he's calling for a fair catch, which is made at the 33-yard line. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And among all the team's pass catchers, partner, he has been one of the brightest spots at this opening half. I mean, I think we agree he's outshined several of their receivers and tight ends that we're used to seeing be the guys to get those targets. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Hits him on the end route. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Goff on 1st and 10. Underneath, it's Gibbs. And he'll get this through the midfield stripe and starts pushing into Vikings territory.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Gibbs now from the gun. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
A gain of 6.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. You had that call you had ready, though? You can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. That tackle made by Blake Cashman.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
So when we come back, Brock, it's going to be 2nd and 8, so we've reached our 2-minute warning. Sit tight, more coming your way from U.S. Bank Stadium after this. Receiver in motion, going left. From the gun, Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. They'll try to run for it with Montgomery. Just 1 yard there. Now a tough call to make on 4th and short inside of field goal range.
29-yard line. A gain of 1. It's 4th down and less than a yard.
Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal try. It's from the right hash, 46 yards. Bates' kick is up and good. And before the half, they're able to tack on 3 more.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Felton now to return this. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Vikings and Aaron Jones headed back out there on offense. And we'll see if they try to establish some positive momentum here, or if they just choose to head off and lick those wounds. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy has a big strike to Addison. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings chop some of the lead off before the half. Jordan Addison, the touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Vikings get it back to a full 3 possessions now, 24 points.
Vikings 7.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away.
For the Vikings.
Has this at the 6. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Lions going to go on offense here late in the half. And up a very comfortable 3 scores. Really no need to try and get anything here. There's 35 seconds to go in the half as they are ready to begin their drive. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Back to throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Felton now to return this. He's got a lane up past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The Vikings and Aaron Jones headed back out there on offense. And that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this third quarter. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. McCarthy looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Now it's McCarthy. Look at that power, deep left side. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation. It's just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
McCarthy trying again on 2nd down. Finds the in route complete. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10 from the 32. McCarthy lost control of another one. The Lions get to it. And they can't cobble a return together, but they do have the football. They've got it on their side of the field.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
The offense headed out now for Detroit. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Goff off the play action. That's complete to St. Brown outright. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. It's a gain of 22. And the Lions have a 1st down.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Handoff to Gibbs from the gun. Still has some space inside the 35. He is down to the 30-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
What a great sign to start the 2nd half for this offense, because with a lead, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Another one for Gibbs. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be 2nd down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
At the 29-yard line.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. To the right, he's got to Slaw. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Coming right is Gibbs. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Goff to the air now. Completed over the middle. And give him 10 yards there. A lot of work done as they set up 3rd and very short.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route from man coverage.
7th play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down. Trying to sneak here. Goff. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Goff tosses that quickly out wide. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Throwing is gone. And he will score. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions push their lead further to start the half. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. There was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he found his man.
Yeah, that was an ill-advised decision, but when you give your receiver a chance, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust your guys are better than theirs.
Bates now for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Lions continue piling on to this lead.
Vikings 7.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. On the return, here's Price. He dodged the tackle. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Vikings and receiver Jordan Addison getting set for this next drive. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the third. Vikings to the line now. Here's first and 10. Counter play, Jones. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Wow, it's great again! But fortunately, the Vikings stay calm. They were able to get to it. Crisis averted. They keep possession.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
Well, they got the football back, Brock, but things don't look much better. It's 3rd and long. 3rd and long for him here. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And the hits just keep coming for them on this play, it seems. Elsewhere on the field, they've got a player hurt and in need of some attention. The Vikings getting their punt team out. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he gets it away from his end zone. And he makes the fair catch inside the 45. The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Drive begins with Gibbs. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
He was taken down.
They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
Shotgun snap here to go. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that is good for a Detroit 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Here's Gibbs on the carry. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Gone. Quick slant is caught by Tislam. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Lions have a 1st down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
On 1st down, they'll run with Montgomery. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Goff setting the throw. That's complete to the back. David Montgomery. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Goff on 3rd. That's complete to Slaw. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's another Detroit.
We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone on 1st. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
Oh. 1st and goal, you take a sack. I got nothing good to say about that. So let me flip it over on the other side where you got everything good to say. That's exactly what you want to do. You want to get them behind the sticks. You want to knock them backwards. And now you put a whole lot more pressure on that offense to respond.
Going the wrong way. It's 2nd and goal now, back at the 12. Out of the shotgun. Gone. Throw is caught. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1.
Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
3rd and goal now as they try to pile on further. They'll run in with Montgomery. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
Well, these are the moments that I just live for up in the booth, man. What are you going to do as a play caller? You're going to go for it now? You're going to try to slam it in? Well, if so, you better get a whole lot more movement than he did right there.
Here we go with Montgomery. And he's in for the touchdown. The Lions throwing 6 more on the blowout. David Montgomery with the touchdown. So, Brock, they take a gamble, and it pays off with a big touchdown on 4th and goal.
And they do it on the ground as well, and that just speaks volumes. That's confidence that you can own this line of scrimmage, and your back will see a lane and will get the job done. That just infuses your team and your sidelines with so much confidence.
Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions continue adding on to that lead.
Vikings 7.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. On the return, here's Price. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. And the turnovers, Brock, a big reason they have played themselves out of this one. Hopefully they can keep it clean here, if nothing else.
Yeah, well, this drive isn't pertinent to this game maybe anymore, Kate. This drive is for next week. They just want something positive here to end the game and carry forward into the practices ahead.
Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Jones. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
McCarthy to throw it. Running a screen now for Jones. Up the sideline, past the 40. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They get 27 on the play. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st down.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
1st and 10. Here's Jones. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Loses it again. Going the other way, Lions have it. That return doesn't get much, but it does get him across the midfield stripe.
You're using this play to try for a 1st down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
The Lions getting ready to return to the field. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. First and 10 from the 43. They go play action with Goff. Big strike here to Williams. And it'll be first and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
A gain of 39 yards. That's good for our Lions. First down. First and goal, Detroit.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
From the red zone now. Dumps it off to his running back. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions are running them out of the building. David Montgomery with the touchdown. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions tack on 7 more to their lead.
Vikings 7.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. On the return, here's Price. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Vikings now set to take the field. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. They give to Jones, right side. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Finds him over the middle. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Straight ahead they go with Jones. Wasn't a fan of what was ahead there, Brock, but the bounce outside doesn't fare any better. He gets a lone yard. It's 2nd down.
On the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at their 48-yard line.
Jones once more. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect with Jordan Addison. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
The Lions take
The
over.
Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Play action here with Goff. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So at the 20, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Goff. He goes back to him yet again, complete. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
And the Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
All set to go now from the 35. Motioning him from the slot right. A give up the gut to Montgomery. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Goff off the play action. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They'll pick up at 17. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Putting the tight end in motion. Running this with Montgomery. And it's a gain of 5 as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. They're going to pass it here. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. A motion a tight end left. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Connects with the open man downfield. He will go! Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions continue adding to an insurmountable lead. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Bates now for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Vikings 7.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. On the return, here's Price. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Vikings taking the field on offense. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for him. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. Finds a nice lane there, and that's good for 6 yards.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, McCarthy has him on the quick hitter, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. That's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line of gain.
New set of downs from the 37. Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Brought in left side by Jefferson. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
First down. 1st and 10.
So the Lions get the win on the road. And Brock, we all know any win is a good win, but playing against a division rival, oh, it always feels so much better dealing them one in the L column.
These are the teams that know you best, Kate, but also the ones that you know best. So, yes, it is just a little bit sweeter when you take care of business in your own division.
That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Lions as we bid you farewell from Minneapolis.